Tariq, Buffalo Bills, the good news just seems to keep incoming. It's like, let's not play the games because only bad things are going to happen. The Buffalo Bills are number one in the NFL in terms of continuity. Now, ESPN had a formula where it's the number of players, the number of coaches, and everybody else within the organization that are returning. This is really good news because I think we believe continuity is first a good thing. And second, of the top four, Kansas City and San Francisco were in there, and they played the Super Bowl. This is a good sign, isn't it?
It is, and it shows that there's a lot of consistency with McDermott and Bean and working together for this. They're putting everything on the line here. We'll find out with Josh Allen's upcoming season, whether or not it's all worth it in picking the quarterback and putting this whole team together and roster and talent going forward. I mean, the biggest weapon they maybe lost on offense is Frank Gore, which we know are at the end of his years. And, of course, the loss of Alexander on the defensive end to retirement. I mean, listen, I think that they're in great company with the Chiefs. They're in great company with the 49ers, who also have a lot of continuity. We're not quite sure with the Colts. They were high there as well. But I mean, let's see. It's all on the line now. The problem here is the calendar. The calendar is the worst enemy of the Buffalo Bills because the hype continues to grow, yet we may not play as many preseason games now. And it's almost as if we're getting bets on whether or not Josh Allen can win MVP. It is the pressure is starting to mount. Every single day, we are, counting down to the first game of the year, and if we're even going to have fans in the stands. So I like the continuity. I like the fact that they're up there with a team that just won the Super Bowl and a team that was, playing for a championship as well. It's just a matter of actually getting this team out there and putting all that chemistry together with them having no contact with each other right now.
So, Pat, you did a closing piece a few weeks ago. It was about, this is typical. This is the best Buffalo Bills team we've had in a long time. It's going to do well, and we can't go see it. The timing that they picked in the year of the coronavirus, it just is typical, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. Listen, I'm reconciling. As long as they do well, I don't have to be at the stadium. Just let me cheer at home. What I do find very interesting about the continuity of this Bills team is, I think, in my humble opinion, the success and failure of this team will fall strictly upon the shoulders of Sean McDermott and his coaching staff, right? Because the excuse that's been made for McDermott is you're bringing in players, you're seeing who works, you're trying to implement a plan. All of that's done. You have laid the groundwork for what you wanted. And he's the first Bills coach since arguably Wade Phillips, who has had the ability to lay the groundwork to take a step forward. Everything that happens with this team, short of crazy injuries, knock on wood, right, will be a result of how good an in-game coach or how bad an in-game coach Sean McDermott is. And if there is one thing I still question as a Bills fan, based on Nate Peterman and based on the playoff game last season and based on a couple of performances, how good a coach in-game is Sean McDermott. If he can get that under control, we're golden, baby.
Yeah, there really are no excuses, Tariq, don't you think? I mean, they've got the roster, everything. There are no outs. This really is the year that they have to go put it on the field.
No Tom Brady. So there's no Patriots. There's a Jets team that you're being compared to as being close to ready. At least being compared to. The Dolphins aren't there yet, unless Tua is a miraculous player and can revive that franchise quicker than they anticipate. This is supposed to be the year. And to your point, not only winning a playoff game, perhaps even going to the AFC Championship game would be, I think, an accomplishment. I think you cannot just win a playoff game, Duffy. I think you would agree. You should have won one last year. So now you have to win one and be at least in contention to go to the AFC Championship game if you are the Buffalo Bills. Would you not agree with that?
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? We're having a fun conversation. Everyone's excited, and you got to keep just like upping the ante of what they're supposed to do.
Okay. So are they supposed to lose a playoff game again like they did last year?
Just be exciting. Just be exciting and take a step forward. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for the world, man. Just take a step forward.
Winning more than one playoff game.
Well, how about this? If they're the number one seed in the AFC, they only have to win one playoff game to get to the AFC Championship game.
You are correct. Thank you.